My name's Jennifer Pate and I'm one of the co-owners and founders of Windmill Lake Wake and Eco Park. So this year we've got cable wakeboarding and stand-up paddleboarding. I also offer paddle fit. I'm a paddle fit coach, which is a sort of safe and fun fitness on the paddleboard. We want to make sure that we're making it accessible for people. We don't want it to be intimidating. We want to get as many people enjoying and into the sport as we possibly can. We're planning lots of different things. I think one of our priorities for next year would be to build some yurts. So they're these Mongolian tents that they're made out of wood and tarp, and they're just excellent accommodations, and they run through the winter as well. So when we expand into winter activities, we'd be able to offer winter accommodation, which would be pretty amazing for snowshoeing and cross-country skiing. We're building trails. We haven't got trails open this year, but we'd like to open them next year as well.
My name's Andy Oak. I'm one of the co-owners here at Windmill Lake. We are Canada's first bi-level wakeboard cable park. So as you can see behind us is our pool. So we start off in a pool for more intermediate to expert riders, and then you can pick 4 different rails to choose from to come down into the water, and then we've got other obstacles in the water for different skill level wakeboarders. I'd been looking into doing a cable park for the last 6 years, trying to find the right location to do it in, and then finally 2 years ago we found this property. All of our instructors are certified by Waterski Wakeboard Ontario, licensed instructors. So we'll do some little ground training, teach you the proper ways of getting up, what to do and what not to do, getting up out of the water. And then we'll start you just in the lake portion. We won't start you in the pool, and we'll pull you back and forth just through the middle until you get the skill level to ride the wakeboard. And then as you progress more and more, we'll teach you how to ride different rails or the jump. And then once you master the stuff down in the lake, then we'll let you pull up into the pool.
We have a lot of different features. We're trying to be like a very standout park. So we're actually Canada's very first bi-level, meaning you start in our big pool over there, and there's a stair set with a 4-rail feature, and they're very unique to Canada because we're the only place with actual metal rails. And then when you come into the lake here, we have a lot of PVC and kickers, and we use Trex too, which you don't see at a lot of parks. We can offer somebody who's like very professional, somebody who's super intermediate, or just your basic beginner who's looking just to come out, learn how to wakeboard and have a good time.
I actually got into cable wakeboarding through kiteboarding. This is a great cross-training tool for me for kiteboarding. Kiteboarding, there's so many different things you can do. You can go ride a surfboard, you can ride your snowboard in the middle of a field. You can also ride a wakeboard and hit features. But we just don't have as consistent of conditions to work with as you do as a cable. You can wake up in the morning and know, rain or shine, you can go ride here. Stuff you see, in the Philippines or in Thailand or Australia, but to have this here in Bayfield, it's crazy.
I found these guys on social media. They needed help laying sod the one day. They posted and I had the day off, so I thought I'd come up and volunteer, and then I've just been hooked ever since. The first day I came, I just concentrated on just riding, learning feel the rope and that, and doing the corners, getting the corners down, because they can be tricky at times too. It takes a bit to catch on to. And then slowly just building up on the features to riding across the little box, and then hitting the big kicker. And yeah, it's coming along really well. I'm really stoked for my progress so far.
So one of our main aims here is to make sure that we get people outside, enjoying the outdoors, having fun, but also respecting and celebrating the environment that they have fun in. It's really important for us to be an eco park. My background is in environmental management. I lived in England for 15 years. I did 2 degrees in environmental management there. And I also have a filmmaking company that I still operate in England, and we do international expeditions, and we focus on environmental and social responsibility projects. So it's something that's extremely close to my heart. It's amazing to have a business partner like Andy, who's also incredibly involved in making sure that everything we do here is sustainable. So we're starting really small this year with the cable wakeboarding and the stand-up paddleboarding. Make sure that what we do really well, and we do it with the environment in mind, and then expand sustainably. That's the key. It's just make sure that we're respecting the environment, taking care of it, and everything else is all good.
My favorite part is seeing someone that comes out here for their first time get up. and see that look on their face of how happy they are when they first get up and they're wakeboarding. For our grand opening, we had over 300 people here. The cable was full all day, and every single person got up and loved it.
To be honest, this is pretty much living the dream. We're extremely lucky to live where we live and work where we work. We've got a great team of people. I'd say the best thing is making people happy every day. People come out here to have a good time, and I think, you know, they come out and sometimes they might be a little intimidated or just a little bit nervous about trying something new, but this is all about getting people up safely but with fun. And it is actually amazing when you get someone standing up on a paddleboard for the first time and they start paddling, and it's in their first session and they just didn't think they could do it. And the same with wakeboarding. It's amazing to see someone get up for the first time, turn corners for the first time, and then land their first jump. Like, there's nothing better than having someone smile and having a great time.